Welcome everybody to this webinar on creating conversion optimized landing pages using LeadSquared. So this is the second webinar in the series that we are conducting, where we are talking about LeadSquared in detail. The first was on how to do lead management effectively using LeadSquared. We conducted that a couple of weeks back. This is a second in series. So before we start, some items to remember. I recommend a headset to be used so that you can listen properly and ask questions. Please put your questions in the questions panel. In case you want to speak, raise your hand. I'll be pausing after every 20, 25 or 30 minutes and I'll take up questions. I have two panelists with me. So I have Meenu Joshi, who is our expert on content marketing, and I have Rajat Arora, who is our expert on creative marketing. So I'll probably assign some questions to them also, and they will be able to answer our questions panel. This webinar is being recorded, so don't worry about taking any notes. Within 4 business days of the webinar, we'll be sharing the PPT along with the recording. A brief about myself. I am co-founder and chief customer officer of LeadSquared. Before founding LeadSquared, I was at Symphony Telica and I was running a P&L unit there. And prior to that, I founded a company called Proteans, which was into product engineering outsourcing services. And I'm a graduate of IIT Delhi, having masters in mathematics and computer applications. I hope everybody can hear me properly and see my screen. If there is any issue, just let me know. So far, nobody has raised any issue, so I assume that everybody is able to hear me okay. So what shall we cover in this webinar today? So we are going to first talk about the best practices of creating conversion optimized landing pages, and then we'll show you an example how to do that in LeadSquared. We'll also talk about the template library that is available in LeadSquared, what kind of templates and how they can be used. And then we'll be talking about how to use the same landing page in multiple campaigns using the concept of tracking URLs. And then I'll be talking about how do you really measure the performance of landing pages, how to compare landing pages. So that's the agenda of this webinar today. So before we go any deeper, I want to cover a few things, basically some frequently asked questions about landing pages. We hear a lot from marketers that what fundamentally is a landing page, how landing page is different from a normal web page, how does it look like, and why should I use a landing page. So these are some fundamental questions, and it's important to understand them before we go any further. And let me just do a quick poll so that I understand the profile of the audience, whether you are a starter in landing pages or you're an advanced user, so that I can decide how deep I have to go when I'm answering. So I'm just launching a poll, and please answer it quickly. So the question is, what is your level of exposure to landing pages? And the options are: I do not know much about landing pages, I'm a starter, I have used but not created landing pages, I've created few, and I'm an advanced user. So if you can quickly put your answers, that will give me understanding about the profile of audience today. I can see 83% have voted, probably only few people are left. Can you just quickly answer? Whatever I see here as of now, 30% people are saying that they do not know much about landing pages. 20% people are saying that they are starters. So it tells me that most of the audience is actually very new to the concept of landing pages. All right, I'm closing the poll. Okay, so coming to the question, what is a landing page? Landing page is a special purpose microsite or a web page that has some special attributes. First of all, it contains information about a single offer. It does not talk about multiple offers, marketing offers of a company, and it always has a lead capture form or a link to capture leads. So the whole purpose of landing page is actually to capture the leads. So the purpose of a normal web page may be to describe about your company, to describe about your product or services, but the purpose of landing page is just to capture lead. So a call to action to capture the lead by means of a form, or taking the user to a different page where the visitor can provide the details, that's fundamentally important to a landing page. And normally landing pages are not part of website navigation. They are separate from the regular website navigation of companies. And landing pages are not place for detailed description of your product or service. So those are best done on your corporate website, and they are not places where you put your corporate info. So again, landing pages, they have a special purpose. They are basically built to launch marketing offers. They are they must have a lead capture form which will help you to get the leads from the landing page. And you should not really be putting a lot about detailed description about a product or service or your corporate info on landing page. Let me show you an example. So if I just take this example of a website. So this is our website about features. So this is the features page. This is a web page. It's not a landing page, right? And if I can just go back and show you a landing page. So again, this is one of our own landing pages that we are using. So this is a landing page. You don't see the main menu of a website, the corporate info, the contact us, etc. over here. So it just talks about an offer of lead management, and it has a lead capture form. So this is a landing page. Now, why should I use landing page? Instead of putting reasons, I have captured some data, and data will speak for itself. So if you notice, companies with 30 or more landing pages generate 7 times more lead than those with fewer than 10, and that's data from HubSpot. And companies see a 55% increase in leads by increasing landing pages from 10 to 15. That's a humongous increase. So it tells the importance of landing pages in capturing the leads. And as per Market Sherpa, which is a market research company, landing pages are effective for 94% of B2B and B2C campaigns, and 68% of B2B businesses use landing pages to gain new sales leads for future conversion. So, I mean, if you just go by this data, I think companies who are not using landing pages, they are really leaving some leads on the table. They are not capturing all possible leads that may come, to them. All right. So we covered some basics. What is a landing page? How it's different from a regular web page. Why should we use landing page? We have seen some examples. Now let's talk about how to create or design a conversion optimized landing page. We at LeadSquared have created a conceptual framework called habits. Which basically defines the 6 key elements of conversion optimized landing page. We came up with this creative word so that it's easy to recall. In habits, H stands for headline or tagline or the hero line. Basically, the line, one line that describes your marketing offer. What the value that you are offering to the visitors. Action is call to action, the action that you want the person to take, whether you want him to sign up or download, those kind of things. Benefits is basically a brief description about the value that you are offering to visitor. Image, landing pages, normally or in most of the cases, they have a descriptive image that matches with the offer that you have that you're promoting. Then trust. So on landing pages, typically you put things like, say 100,000 users are already using my product, right? Or these companies who are Fortune 500 companies are already using my service. So basically trust or testimonials or credentials. Then you also have an optional thing which works very often in marketing to basically induce the sense of urgency. Basically have the offer limited in quantity or in time, so that people who are not subscribing to the offer, they feel that they are being left out, right? So we call that speed. The speed. So how to inculcate speed within the landing page so that people who visit it get converted, they submit on the landing page. So again, H for headline, A for action, B for benefits, I for image, T for trust or testimonials, and S for speed. So that's habits. So that's something that if you can remember and recall, you'll be able to build conversion optimized landing pages. Let me show you an example. So again, this is one of the landing pages that we are using today. And so the headline is track and manage all leads all the way. Very simple, very straightforward, to the point headline. It's not fancy. It summarizes what we are offering. An image which is matching, which is basically showing you that from website visit to form submit to email response to call, deal close. So basically managing the leads all the way. A lead capture form or action. So the form. So this is the sign up is the CTA in this landing page. Then the description of the offer, the value we are offering to our leads, that description, and then testimonials or credentials on the left. So all the 6 elements of habits are present in this landing page. Let me go back to presentation. So I'm going to talk about each of these in slight detail. So let's cover headline first. So headline is the first one from habits. So headlines in a landing page should be short, to the point, and catchy. It's difficult to come up with such a headline. So, but that's the beauty of creating landing page. You need to come up with a line that describes your marketing offer. At the same time, it's short, it's to the point, and it grabs attention of the visitors. If you are unable to put everything in one headline, then you can use a sub-headline below the headline. It should, of course, summarize your offer. It should stand out in font color and size. It should be different from the other description on the page. So you need to have a larger font, probably bold, and put some color. And remember, people are going to spend only a few seconds, normally less than 3 seconds in reading the headline. So you should not put something which takes long to read. So the attention span of people is very small nowadays, and people will not normally spend more than 3 seconds before they decide to bounce off, or stay on the page. Some examples of headlines. The first one, if you see, that's an example that I have taken from a recent report from Unbounce and HubSpot. So there was an ebook with the title, The Productivity Handbook for Busy Marketers. And it was being promoted by HubSpot. So there was a landing page where you put the details and you'll download the ebook. And there were views, there were conversions, but less than expected. And when they changed the headline to 7 apps that will change the way you do marketing, suddenly the views, the conversion rate, submissions increased. So that's the importance of headlines. If you don't have the right headline, number of views, number of conversions will always fall short of the expectations. Some examples of headlines. So for example, this peek into your leads with powerful lead management tools. So this is a headline that we are using in one of the landing pages. Let me show you which page is that. This is one of the landing pages that we are using. So, this is a very simple yet catchy headline that, we have come up with. Peek into your leads with powerful lead management tools. Another interesting headline, is from a company called usertesting.com. So they say that usability testing has never been easier. The fastest, cheapest way to find out why users leave your website. So that's a beautiful message. I mean, in a small headline and a small sub headline, they have actually put the value proposition on the landing page. And if I can show you the website. So this is their website. So they have this headline, they have a video, they have this CTA over here. Now let's go to actions. The second element in the conversion optimized landing pages. So landing page is not a landing page unless there is a CTA. So landing page is a regular web page if there is no CTA, right? So the CTA is must for a landing page, and there could be different types of CTAs. For example, it could be for sign up for a subscription. It could be to download a white paper ebook. It could be to try, do a free trial of your software or your service. It could be to call, right? So, I mean, CTA depends upon the intent of your marketing offers, but you must have a CTA in a landing page. So, CTA can be a simple form and with a prominent button, which would have something like submit or sign up or try, so basically that's the action that you want people to take. Or it could be just a button that takes to another landing page where you provide a form for lead capture, right? So let me show you some examples of CTAs. So again, there is a CTA on our own website. For example, sign up for free. So this is a CTA. If people come here, if people when they click on our ads, say in Google AdWords on Google search engine, they come here, if they click here, they will go to this lead capture form. So the CTA is taking you to a lead capture form. Another example from a company called FreshBooks, which is into accounting. So you see here, there is a CTA. So there's the same CTA, try it free for 30 days, try it free for 30 days. It's, on the top as well as in the middle of the page. If you click on this, it will take you to their landing page, their lead capture form. Okay, coming back to the presentation, the third element of habits is benefits. You emphasize the benefits of the offer that you have in headline. So it's not about the benefits or the value that you want to describe. It's not about who you are or what your company is. It's about what customer will get from your offer. Right? It's not about in landing pages or in marketing in general. It doesn't make sense to talk about or brag about your company or product or service. It makes sense to talk about the value the customer will be getting by subscribing to your service or buying your product. So a couple of examples. For example, if there is a company which is selling, say, HR automation software, and if they say that the product is highly configurable and can be customized for any needs, so that's talking about the product. That's talking about the beauty of the product. It does not talk about what customer will get from it. And if instead you talk, if you say that increase employee engagement, retention, and productivity, that's the value to the customer. That's the benefit that the customer will be getting by subscribing to the software, right? So that's a good example of the description. And whatever you put in the description, that must be perceived high value. So ultimately, people when they come to the landing page, they should be feeling that they'll be probably getting more value by subscribing to your service compared to the amount of time they'll be spending on using your service. So it must be perceived high value. So whatever you do, the perception that the people should get that this product or service is of high value. Use bullet points. Don't put a paragraph. People don't tend to read paragraphs. Use bullet points to describe the value proposition. And less is more when it comes to text. Don't try to put too many things. Don't try to put say 20-30 lines that describes your value proposition. Instead, just put few bullet points that accurately translates to the value that the customers or leads will be getting if they subscribe to your marketing offer. Again, let's see a couple of examples. I have taken this example of the landing page that some of you probably might have used. So this one is for the webinar, to register for this particular webinar, which we are conducting right now. So if you look at this page, the value is being described only in few bullet points. There is no fancy paragraph about landing pages. There is nothing fancy about it, but we try to very accurately map what people will be getting from this webinar. Another example from this iconic company Salesforce.com. So this is one of their landing pages. A very simple landing page. You don't see even an image over here. But they talk about the benefits that people will get by subscribing to it. Grow sales with the world's best CRM. They talk about numbers. So this is the value proposition, what they talk about over here. So just go through the value proposition and submit on the form. So that's what they want people to do. All right. So that was about benefits. Next element in the habits framework is image. I think everybody knows that an image is worth 1,000 words. The ideas or the concept or the value that probably you can communicate in image, it's not possible to communicate same in text. It takes longer to communicate the same in text. Landing pages normally have at least one supporting image or video. Research tells that videos can increase conversion by over 80% if you have a high quality video. It takes effort to create high quality video, but if you are willing to put that effort and create a high quality video and embed that in the landing page, that can dramatically increase the conversion rate. If you happen to rely on images, there is one common problem coming up with creative images again and again. So you can use sources like Deposit Photos or Getty Images or Shutterstock to buy images and then manipulate them. Don't use normally don't use images just by searching on, say, Google and using something, because you might run into copyright issue. Try to buy the images or try to create images yourselves. And speed matters. So if you embed a large image or embed a video that takes very long to load, people probably would bounce off that particular page. So be mindful about the size of the image or the loading time of the video that you're putting on the landing page. So the next element in the framework is trust or testimonials. So it's a common tendency of human being to follow what others are doing. If 100,000 people are buying something, and if I come to know about that, I'll be probably inclined to buy the same. So it's very important to establish credibility, establish trust on the landing page, and there are several ways of doing that. You can put the list of customer logos, whatever customers they have. If they are known customers, known logos, you can put the list of those on the landing page. You can also optionally put customer testimonials. If you have good words from your customer, you can quote them. You can put reviews if there have been reviews about your product or service by independent third parties. Usage statistics, for example, 1,700 customers are already using your app. Social proofs like 10,000 likes, 20,000 tweets about the particular service or product. Press coverage if you have any awards and recognitions, any certifications. So these are some examples of things that can be put on landing page to establish trust. Don't put a lot of them. Don't go overboard with trust building, because if you put a lot of them, it would appear that probably there's something wrong about this company or offer that they're trying to build. Prove that by so many credentials. So put maximum 2 or 3 things in form of credentials or logos or product reviews. Again, some examples. This is a company probably some of you might know, Visual Website Optimizer. They provide framework for A/B testing. You can see that they have put customer logos, Microsoft, Groupon, AMD, GE. So if people come to the website, they would think that such large renowned companies are using their product, so that builds trust. They also have some testimonials over here. So it's a good example of putting the trust elements on your website or your landing page. Another example, Freshdesk, again a company probably many of you would know. They are into SaaS-based help desk software. It's a landing page, a sign-up landing page for them. A very beautiful landing page, I would say. They have this lead capture form, the offer over here, this trust element on the right. Again, some trust element in terms of customers. So a very good-looking, very simple, and very powerful landing page. And the last thing, which is more like a trick than the key element of landing page design, is to instill the sense of urgency so that people speed up their decision to submit or not. So if you make an offer exclusive, limited supply, time-bound, it becomes more desirable. Most of you would have gone through this real estate offers where they just say that first 50 bookings will be getting this discount, the registration free, blah blah, getting a car free, etc. And that really creates a sense of urgency. I've seen people getting inclined to those kind of offers and booking properties which probably are not worth the money the developers charge. In airlines, if you go to airlines portal, if you go to places like Expedia or ClearTrip, you mostly come across things like only 2 seats left or 3 seats left, and the reality would be that bookings are half open. Then also this kind of fabricated data is there, which I believe should not happen, but it creates a sense of urgency and people tend to buy those seats. All of you would have noticed limited editions of cars, Audi, Toyota. So everybody comes up once in a year with limited edition, Audi or Fortuner, and the demand suddenly increases. So creating a sense of urgency, you can do that by putting, say, that first 20 people are going to get this discount. Only limited subscriptions are available at this particular rate. So if you do that, that can help you in getting more leads. One important thing is that you should be focusing on perceived value of offer. There is a real value and there is a perceived value, right? And perceived value can many times be much more than the real value. So you should try to package your offer in such a way that the perceived value maximizes. And I would not recommend falsifying your marketing, your marketing campaigns, but adding glamour to the campaign, basically putting your marketing offer in such a way that it resonates with the type of audience you're targeting. That would increase the perceived value. All right, so that was about the habits framework to create conversion optimized landing pages. I'll now pause for some questions, and then I'll move in this webinar where I can show you how it can be done using LeadSquared. So I'm just stopping, and I'll take a look at all the questions you might have put on the questions panel. So Naresh, there's a question from you that can we help you to review the elements in habits once you have completed the talk? Yes, Naresh, we can do. So, I mean, you can connect with me offline, and no, we can do that. Neha, there's a question from you. Can a campaign be directed to a page on a website directly instead of creating a separate landing page? So Neha, the answer is no. You should be driving the traffic from a campaign to landing page. Driving the traffic to homepage does not make sense. See, in a campaign, you'd be talking about a particular marketing offer, and your website typically would have a lot of elements which would distract the visitor. So you should not drive the person to website, but rather drive to a special purpose landing page. There is a question, is the Freshdesk sign up page also a landing page? Yes, it is. Question from Vikas, can we create landing page for Google AdWords? Yes, Vikas. So the typically landing pages are used when you plan to do plan to put ads on, say, Google, or you are doing LinkedIn ads or Facebook ads. So that's the most relevant use case for creating landing pages. So whatever ads you create, you can drive the traffic from those ads to landing pages. Let me see if there are more questions. One more question. So which top level domain will be used for landing page creation? So Nadeem, so the landing pages that are created using LeadSquared can be hosted within your subdomain. If your subdomain is, if your main domain is xyz.com, then it can be something like pages.xyz.com or offers.xyz.com. So there is a setting required called CNAME. If you do that, the pages that you create in LeadSquared will appear as part of your subdomain. Anyone else with questions? I think I'm done for the questions for now, and I'll move ahead in the presentation. Let us see an example. So the example is that there is a company called Mango Digital, which is a fictitious digital marketing company, and they have to build a landing page for a customer that provides online degree courses, and they want prospective students to fill up a simple form to enroll. So let's go to LeadSquared. So this is the main view of LeadSquared. Typically, view when there is not a lot of data. This is a demo instance which does not contain a lot of data. So over here you can see the modules like lead management, list management, email campaigns, and landing pages. So for people who are aware about LeadSquared, so LeadSquared is a marketing software, an online marketing software that helps companies in generating leads, capturing leads, and nurturing leads. So, so you can use LeadSquared to create and publish landing pages. So let me go to the landing pages module in LeadSquared. So over here you can use this button, create landing page, to create a new landing page. Let's specify the name of the landing page, say online courses. So there are a bunch of templates available in LeadSquared, so one can either select a template or one can copy from an existing page. So you can see a number of templates, for example this one, which is pertaining to higher education, this template. You can see a template for travel, right? So there are a number of templates, and some are already open in my browser. Let me just quickly show you some templates. For example, this one. This is a template that can be used for a tech support kind of company. So we have already given an image. We have put a placeholder for logo. You can change this headline. You can change the form elements in LeadSquared. There is place for testimonial elements. So we have tried to, whatever templates that we have put in LeadSquared, we have tried to put all the 6 elements of habits. In some cases we have just put 5. We have left out the urgency, because urgency really is a function of whether you want to put some kind of discount offer or a skewed supply offer in your campaigns or not. Another template that you can see over here is it's about a company that provides hair treatment. We had inquiries from such companies for landing pages, so we decided to build such a template. So you can see the image, you can see the headline, you can see the form, you can see the trust element, you can see the description, right? Another template that you can see for an education company which is providing video coaching in physics, right? So again, instead of image, here is in video. Then you have a form, you have the CTA, you have the trust element, you have the benefits over here. So there are several templates. So if you browse LeadSquared, you will find a number of templates available. So you can see, check them and figure out which one makes sense for you to start with. Or you can decide to, if you've already created some landing page, you can decide to just copy that, right? So let me copy an existing landing page so that we don't spend a lot of time in doing formatting, etc. So I'll just copy a landing page that we have already created. So let me make it full screen so that we can see the complete view. So there are this is landing page designer of LeadSquared. So you see this is the landing page designer. All the elements over here are blocks. So for example, this is a block, this is a block, this is a block, this is a form block. All the elements, and you can see that we support 3 blocks: HTML block, form block, and media block. So you can either add a new block or delete existing block or edit existing block. So let me try to simplify this page. I'll say delete these blocks from here. You can either delete by clicking on the block or using this button. So let me delete this one also. Then let me delete this block also. I want to create a very simple page, right? This again. Okay. So I have deleted a number of things which I don't like. Okay, so we have deleted number of items. Now if I want to say I want to shift this on the left, right? And I want to change. I don't like this tagline, earn your degree online. I want to say earn your degree while you work. So this does not fit, so I'll just drag it, make it larger. I don't like this image, for example. I can just double click and change the image. So let me insert an image. So either you can select from the file system or you can select from the library. So I already have an image in the library. I'm putting that. So a new image with white background. I like this image. I will, so let me reposition this block. Now I want to add a form block to capture the leads. So this is a form block that I'm adding. Right. Say now double click, I can choose what fields I want to have on the form. So for example, this first name, and I want to call it just name. Name, it's mandatory, set. I'll add an email field, mandatory. So I have 2 fields. I just want to capture 2 fields in this form. So there are options to have these field labels either on the top or on the left or within the form field. There are options to change the button text color, change the button background color. You can change the button text itself, and if you want, you can change the order also, order of the fields. So a bunch of options are available, which can help you in creating a simple form in a matter of few minutes. So I have replaced the image. I have created a form. Now if I want to say put a testimonial just below this, I can just drag this block over here and I can put it here. I want to delete this block, I can delete it from here, right? I don't want this testimonial, delete. Okay, so let's see how it looks. So let's see, so there's a preview button. You can see, you can preview to see how it looks. If it doesn't look good, some alignment has a problem, you can just go back in the editor and fix that, right? Now if you basically decide, so this was an image and I told you that you can either have an image or a video. So if you, for example, if you don't want an image, you want a video, right? So let's change the type of this block. So let's say this is a media block, right? And now I'm going to embed a video in this. So embedding video is pretty simple. You can go to YouTube. I have already opened YouTube actually. So I search for MBA courses. I got one video. I just opened that. You can just say copy embed code. Just right click on the video, say copy embed code, right? Come back to your editor, double click and paste it. Now if I see preview, you can see this video is there, right there. So it's very simple to embed a video. So it can embed any kind of content that can be put within an iframe. So this is basically an iframe container. So if it's a video, it's a map, or it might be a slide share presentation, you can very quickly embed that within the landing page designer of LeadSquared. So let me take you to the next step. So I'll not spend more time on editing this. I'll just probably delete these two and then I'll go to the next step in the editor. So let me delete this one. And now from full screen, let's come back to the normal view and go to the next step. So the next step is basically about specifying what happens when leads submit on the landing page, when lead capture happens, when the call to action happens, right? So there are three options. Either you can have a thank you message that you want to show to the lead. It can be above the form, or it can be a pop-up, or he gets redirected to a URL. You can specify probably that the person gets redirected to your main website, or you can allow the person to download a document, right? So let's say that we select this option. So this person is redirected to leadsquared.com. Then you can also configure an auto response email to the lead. So you can configure from whom, who, and what kind of subject, what is the message. And again, this is you can have mail merge fields over here. For example, this lead first name will be replaced by the actual name of the lead. This account company name will be replaced by this company name, which will be Mango Digital. So you can configure an auto response email to the lead. Then you can configure an internal notification that when someone submits on the landing page, there can be a notification that comes to the marketer. So I have logged in as lsdemo@leadsquared.com, so it will come to me. And again, this is configurable. Then you can also say that all the leads coming from this landing page are assigned to an individual within LeadSquared. So any person in the system can be assigned, and you may decide to add these lists to a list. So list is nothing but a collection of leads matching some specified criteria. So you can specify a list that all the leads coming from this particular landing page become part of a list, and you can increase the lead score of the leads by some amount. So I'll talk about lead score in a little bit. So, and you can also put any custom JavaScript if you want to invoke after submission. Let's go to next step. Here you can specify the page title, the URL, the meta description, the SEO behavior. So essentially this will be used for the search engine optimization purpose. So so you don't have to separately do SEO outside LeadSquared. Whatever you put here, that will help you to get SEO done automatically through LeadSquared, because the landing pages that you're creating are being hosted by our servers. So we can, based on the inputs that you provide, we can do an auto SEO for you. You don't have to separately worry about that. Now one can review what so all the information about the landing page. You can again preview if you want over here, that how it will look like, and then you can decide to publish it. So let me publish it. So it got published. So the URL of the published landing page is pages.mangodigital.co/online courses. So let's click that. So now it's in public domain. So if I submit over here, so remember the action after submission was that the lead gets redirected to leadsquared.com. So that's what has happened, right? And landing page is submitted now, and a notification to prashant.singh@leadsquared.com would have gone, an autoresponder, and a notification to the user who is the user right now is lsdemo@leadsquared.com. That notification would have come. So both these emails are configured in my Outlook. I'll just show it to you. So this will come over here in a minute. I'll just show it to you when it comes. Okay, I'll come back to the Outlook again in a minute. It should come by then. Right. So we basically just saw how to create a landing page using LeadSquared Landing Page Designer, how to specify the actions that will happen after submission on the landing page, right? Now let's look at what all we can do with a landing page. So we basically selected a template, we build a landing page, we specified action, published. So let me show you subdomain setting. So there was a question around how it can happen. So let me again go to the instance. So the way the landing pages appear in your own domain, so there is something called CNAME which you can set up in LeadSquared. So you see this domain setting. So here you specify the name. For example, we have set pages. You can specify info or offers, etc., and then save. And then you have to go to your DNS record and create a subdomain having this particular, this pages, which is redirected to s3.amazonaws.com. Once you do that, the landing page that you create using LeadSquared will start appearing as part of your domain. So that's the setting which is required. Then you can also actually embed, for example, there could be a situation that you already have some form, created form. It can typically be the lead, contact us form on your website, right? And you don't want to change the content of the form, but you still want the leads captured there to appear in LeadSquared. So what you can do, you can go to landing pages, and you can select any of the published landing page, for example this one, and press this button, link, embed. So this will give you a code similar to what you saw when I copied from the YouTube video, and you can then use this code. You can put in the place you want to have the form, right? Typically you will design a form only landing page in LeadSquared and then use this code to embed that form on your own website. So that's also possible. Okay, let me come back again to Outlook and see if we have the submissions. Yeah, so you can see that there is a submission. There is a notification that online courses, this URL the person submitted, IP address, ISP name, what is the source, etc. Right? So that comes. And if I now go to again go to browser and see in the leads, the submitted lead should start appearing. Yeah, now you can see 2 Prashant Singhs. Earlier there was 1. So this one is the lead, prashant.singh@leadsquared.com is what is created. So you can see that it's created 0 days. So all the activity that I did, that I viewed the landing page, and then submitted the form, the data that I've submitted is captured in LeadSquared. So so that completes the example of creating a landing page and submitting and seeing that within LeadSquared. Let me move on to the next slide. So before that, let me again pause for some questions. Let me see the question panel and see if there are new questions. Yes, Naresh, I mean, do you want the review to be done right away? I mean, I did not get your question. You were saying that can you help us review the elements and habits once you have completed the talk? So do you want me to again go through the habits framework briefly? You can just type your answer. In the meantime, there's a question from Nadeem. Can I add few customized HTML elements if I want in LeadSquared landing page app? Yes, so Nadeem, the HTML what you saw in the landing page editor, let me go back to it. So if I go to landing pages, I'll try to edit the page that we have published already. So I'll just say edit. So this particular block, which is HTML editor, it also allows you to put your own HTML. So you can just copy paste HTML. So this is essentially an HTML editor. You can either put text, that will be converted to HTML, or you can directly copy paste HTML over here. So hope that answers your question. Okay, let me take a look at the questions panel again. Naresh has requested for me to review the habits framework again. Let me do a quick 1-minute review again. So this is the habits framework, Naresh. I mean, the first is headline or tagline. The second is action or CTA, which would be either a button to take you to a new page or basically a button just below the form. The benefits or the value proposition that you are offering to the lead, the image or video, the testimonials that can build trust, and some element of which can create sense of urgency, which we call speed. So that's the habits framework. So there's another question, can I use Google Analytics or any other analytics tool along with yours on landing pages created by your software? Yes, you can. You can embed the tracking code. As I showed you that you can embed JavaScript. So there you can embed the tracking code. Okay, let me move ahead in the webinar. So we covered all this. All right, so when landing pages are created, you can use the landing pages in your email campaigns. You can use them in your PPC ads. You can associate them on Facebook ads or LinkedIn ads. So you can do a variety of things. So what happens is that lead source becomes a challenge to track. So if the same landing page is being used in social media and even in PPC ad, it would be difficult to figure out which leads are coming from which sources, right? So there is a way to do that using tracking URL, and I'll cover that. So before going there, I just wanted to briefly cover 4 important attributes of leads that you should be worried about. The first is lead source. Let's talk about that in the next slide. The second is lead score. So lead scoring is basically it's a measure of lead activity. So for example, if you are running marketing offers, you are sending emails and people are opening the email, they are clicking the links in the email, they come to your website, they submit on a landing page. All these are important activities from leads, but all of them may not have equal weightage. So we provide a facility to allocate weightage to these activities, and as in when they happen, the lead score keeps changing, right? So that's called the lead scoring. Then the third element is lead stage. So you can basically use LeadSquared to segregate the leads in multiple stages based on where they are in your marketing funnel, whether they are prospect or they are opportunity or they are marketing qualified or they are about to buy, they are in demo, so you can do that. The fourth is lead grade. Lead grade is basically a measure of quality of leads. So it will tell you how close the lead is with your ideal customer profile, right? So these are four important elements. Let me now cover lead source. So lead sources, the leads to your landing page, they can come from a number of sources. They may people might just search on Google and actually land on your landing page. It might be an organic, it might be, so it's called organic search. In case people just type the URL of the landing page, that would be direct traffic. If people click a PPC ad, for example, or Google AdWords, that will be, the lead source will be pay-per-click. If the traffic is coming from Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter, it would be social media. If it's coming from a partner referral site, it will be referral sites. If it's through email campaign, it will be email marketing. So these are tracked automatically by LeadSquared. There's some lead sources which are tracked manually, for example, inbound call, outbound call, trade show, etc. Right? So so when you use the same landing page in multiple mediums, for example, if you're using same landing page, for example, in social media, and you are using the ads that you're running on Facebook and the ads that you're running on LinkedIn, both of them are associated with the same landing page. Then if you by default, what you will get the lead source as social media, but you would not know whether it is coming from Facebook or LinkedIn, right? So there is a way to track that as well. What you can do, you can create tracking URL in LeadSquared where you can specify the lead source and also the campaign medium and campaign name. So if you see on this presentation, so you can specify when you create a tracking URL, you can say that lead source is a PPC ads or social media, and the campaign medium is a blog or AdWords or email marketing, and campaign name is South Africa lead management ads. So you will know exactly that what is the data, the referral data, from which lead is coming. So tracking URL is used to add parameters to the URL of landing page. So instead of just relying on whatever data that you get when somebody lands on the landing page, the default data, you can override the default data and say that whenever somebody is landing on this landing page, by clicking this particular ad, I want the lead source to be, say, social media. I want the campaign medium to be, say, AdWords, and I want the campaign name to be lead management ads. Let me show you an example of that. Let me go back to the browser. So now I will log out of this demo instance and I will log into my production instance where I have examples of already created tracking URLs. So you can see a lot of data over here. I mean, in the demo instance you did not see data because it's just some test data is there, demo data is there. This has real data, and so here is a setting. So you can see a number of tracking URLs. If I say just click on one particular of them. So this is the CRM Software Australia. So this is the name of a landing page. The campaign source, we have specified that this is a pay-per-click ad, and the campaign medium is AdWords, and campaign name is CRM Australia. So whenever a lead comes from Australia, clicking on the AdWords, we get clicking on a Google ad, we will get the lead source as pay-per-click ads. The medium is AdWords, and the campaign name is CRM Australia. Let me show you that how it can you can find leads with this kind of lead source. So we have something called lead source report, where you can find all the leads from different sources. I've gone to pay-per-click ads, and if I so there are 292, I'll just select something randomly. So you can see pay-per-click ads, AdWords, and in this case the source campaign was North India Lead Management and the source medium was AdWords, right? So since we specified tracking URL, this kind of data is captured when the leads submit on the landing page. Let me again go back to the presentation. So tracking URL basically will help you when you are using the same landing page across lead sources, or you are using the same landing page in different mediums in the same in the same lead source. For example, if you're using the same lead landing page, you associate the same landing page with Facebook ads as well as LinkedIn ads in the social media lead source. Okay, now we are going to talk about how to track the performance of landing pages. So the important metric of landing pages, they are number of visits. So if you've created a landing page, you are running marketing promotion, you would want people to visit. So number of visits, then number of unique submissions. So some people might submit twice or thrice. So we don't, you should not count that. So number of unique submissions means that how many unique people have submitted. Then the conversion rate, which is unique submissions, by unique visitors in terms of percentage. Then number of unique leads, which means that there might be unique submissions, but some leads might already be in your system. So which are the new leads for you? So number of unique leads, and then number of customers. And then you will also probably worry about source-wise conversion rate. How many people are coming from, say, social media? How many from PPC ads? How many from email marketing? Right. So these are key metrics to track the performance of landing pages. And let's see an example of that. If I go to this my production instance, let me go to landing pages, and I'll just sort it by number of views so that we get landing pages which have a lot of data. So for example, this one, free plan sign up. So this has 3,000 plus views and 600, approximately 600 submissions, 20% conversion rate. Let's look at the report. So you can see the data, what has been the submissions, unique leads in last 30 days. And then you see the leads that come through this landing page, right? So this is the landing page performance report that you are looking at. And if you want to compare multiple landing pages, so let's just go back to landing pages, and I can show you that if you are running having multiple landing pages and you want to track their performance, let's again sort it by number of views. By default, the sorting is by created on. So if I select this landing page and say this one, say this one, and I'll say compare. So I can see how the number of visits are doing for these landing pages. So you can compare landing pages in LeadSquared. Right, I've come back to the presentation. So that's about this webinar. So we covered the best practices of creating conversion optimized landing pages. We showed you an example, live example, and then we spoke about the tracking URL and how to track the performance of landing page. So to find out more, you can go to these links on a website. So there's an ebook actually on a website. So it's part of this URL, marketing ebooks, leadsquared.com/marketing ebooks. This ebook tells you step by step how to create landing pages using LeadSquared. You can also look at the product features on this URL. You can look at our blog. There are a lot of articles around landing pages and other marketing topics, and you'll surely find them valuable. You can also look at the past webinars that we have conducted. So we conducted webinars around B2B email marketing in context of IT services companies, about LeadSquared lead management. So you can go there and download the webinar PPT as well as look at the recording. And to stay tuned with upcoming webinars, you can go to this URL, upcoming webinars. All right, so I'll pause for questions, and in the meantime, you can read this marketing note that we have written. Let me go back to question panel. Can I use Google Analytics? Okay, I think I've answered this questions. That question. Feel free to raise your hand in case you want to speak. Okay, Naresh wants to. Naresh, let me unmute you. Hey, Naresh, go ahead. Naresh.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, go ahead. Pose a question.
No, don't have a question as such.
All right. Then Ravinder wants. Hi, Ravinder. You had a question?
Yeah, hi, Prashant.
Yeah.
So it has got nothing to do with the driving traffic to the website, right?
Sorry, come again.
Has it got anything to do with the driving traffic to the landing page or to the website?
No, this is basically about how you can create a conversion optimized landing page. It's not about how to drive traffic. So that's a separate topic.
Okay. So.
But you have specific questions. I can probably make an attempt to answer that if you have any question around that.
Yeah, I mean, just I was trying to understand whether it also drives the traffic by creating a landing page.
So by creation itself, traffic will not come. So traffic. So I mean, there's something. So like for example, you can put SEO options, right? So once landing page is there, and so it's optimized for searches. Then probably it will start appearing in Google searches. But other than that, you need to go to say PPC ads or social media to do your own marketing in order to generate traffic.
Okay. So once the lead is generated, from there we are talking. I mean, to handle the lead.
Yeah, so landing page, yes, landing page is a means to capture lead. Basically, landing page, the importance of landing page is that when somebody comes to, your web property as a result of your marketing, then you should not really leave the person. The person should be inclined to submit the details so that it converts, right? So that's important of landing page.
Okay.
Okay, anybody else wants to raise hand? Yeah, there is one more hand I can see. Santosh. Yes, Santosh, go ahead.
Yeah. Can we have hyperlink of our main website on landing page?
So you should normally use a CTA button to link a landing page on your website. So if you, let me show you that how we are doing on our website.
If we are already on landing page, can we have hyperlink of our main website?
Oh, you're saying that. I mean, you should not do, but you can link your logo. So the best way is to link your logo. You would normally put the company logo on the landing page, right? You can link that with the home page of your website.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Anybody else who wants to speak up? In the meantime, I'll look at the question panel. If there are any questions which are unanswered. If I have missed any questions, please just raise your hand or just type it again on the questions panel. Okay, I guess that's it. So I think we have finished within time. All right. So thank you, everybody. Thanks for joining, and really appreciate your time in this webinar. Hope you got some information about creating conversion optimized landing pages. You will be getting the PPT as well as the link for webinar recording within 4 business days. And after this, after the webinar is over, you will receive a link to give the feedback. So please do so that we can take your feedback and customize our future webinars accordingly. Again, thank you very much. Have a good day and a good week ahead.